Welcome back, video design students. In this video, we're going to add the music track and we're going to keyframe the volume so it increases gradually while he's still talking. And then we're going to add that closing sequence and create a transition between him and the closing sequence. And then in the final video, we're going to export this as a finished product. So let's get started. Let's come back to our project bin here and click the move up a level icon button here and find the audio. Here is the audio track. And we're going to zoom out a little bit so we can see both tracks in the vertical and drag the music audio in here. Now, while he's saying thank you for watching, we want the volume of this to increase.
The 3A State Championships.
All right, so to make that happen, what we're going to do is we're going to set some keyframes on this track here. So at this point, we want it to be full volume right here. So what we're going to do is select the music audio track, and we're going to zoom in on it a little bit in the vertical and move the slider down so we can see it. And if you come over here to the track settings, you will see a familiar button that looks like the same button you see in the Effect Controls tab. It's a keyframe button. Click it once and it sets a little keyframe on this white line right here, which is the volume line. And then we're going to move back a little bit and we're going to set another keyframe. Now what that allows us to do is click this part of the volume and drag it down, and then we can adjust the slope of this line, which is the gradual volume increase, by dragging this lower keyframe forwards and backwards. So let's see what that sounds like.
The 3A State Championships.
I think I want it to start increasing a little bit before that. So I'm going to move that all the way back.
The 3A State Championships.
And maybe we want to move that just a little bit forward. So
the next show, the 3A State Championships.
So that's pretty good. But maybe we want it to increase a little louder. A little steeper. I don't know. I just think it should be playing sooner.
The 3A State Championships.
There we go. All right, now when he is done talking right here, we want him to fade out and we want the other highlight reel to fade in. So what we're going to do is we're going to move to where he stops talking right here, or somewhere about where he's done talking right in here. We're going to select the announcer clip, and we're going to keyframe the opacity down. So we're going to come up in here to the Effect Controls tab. We're going to find opacity, and we're going to turn on the little watch, and that sets a keyframe. Then we're going to move forward to the end of this. Find that last frame right there when he's visible, and we're going to make that 0. And that should fade him out.
State Championships.
Like so. Now, while he's fading out, we want the other one to fade in. That means we need to put that on the top track right here. So let's go back to the project bin and use the little back a level icon. Double-click the video, find that opening sequence, double-click it to bring it up in the source monitor. We only want the video, so we're going to just drag the film strip and put that right here. And then we're going to... we want that to be fading in somewhere before, like when it starts to fade out. So select that clip and find the first frame of it by using your arrows right there. And of course, you know we got to make it the right size. So select it, come up to the Effect Controls tab and scale it up until it fills the frame. And then we're going to start it with 0 opacity. So find opacity and make it 0. Do not turn on the watch yet. After you've set it to 0, then turn on the watch. Now we move forward 5 frames, or until he is invisible. Now at this point we want this clip to be visible, so we're going to make it 100, make the opacity 100. And this is what it should look like. Like so. Now we're going to zoom out on our timeline so we can see everything. Now the music is going to end before this clip is over, so we're going to want to fade this out with the music sort of right in this general area. All right. So as the music begins to fade out, we want to fade this to black. So select the highlights clip, and it already has keyframes on it, so come up to the effect tabs and select and click the add remove keyframe button, and then move forward to where the music is over and click the number 100% and make it 0, and that automatically sets a keyframe. So now we're going to have a slow fade to black here as the music fades out. And that's it. Now we don't need any more of this clip hanging out here, so we're just going to drag the end of it to the time slider. And in the next video, we are going to export this as a finished product. And I'll see you then.